Hey folks, Colin here with Local Enterprise Broadcasting doing an update on Project YZ426, the muscle bike. So, I got some more parts in and kind of went crazy with the mother's aluminum polish. So you can see these are the top brackets that go right up here. And I also did my Kickstarter. So waiting for the clutch to show up, still hasn't showed up yet. But now the Kickstarter and this bracket here will match the new radiators, which are also polished aluminum. But here's the other big thing. I went ahead and honed my cylinder here. So I got that all smoothed out, looking beautiful. But this is the pride and joy here. Is polished combustion chamber. So I went ahead and polished the exhaust port as well. Did not port anything. I want to be clear about that. I did not take any material off of this. I simply smoothed out the porous material and gave it a nice smooth finish. You can look closely there. You see I didn't get all the casting imperfections out. There's only so much you can do with sandpaper and then mother's aluminum polish. The goal was not to reshape the combustion chamber, but merely make it smooth. And the reason for that is because of this bad boy right here. This piston that I got for it. This thing is 13.5 to 1. So that means that I'm going to have an increase in cylinder pressure, which means that I need heat to dissipate from the surface of this cylinder head as fast as humanly possible to prevent pre-ignition or detonation in worst case scenario. This is why all race engines have a nice smooth combustion chamber, because they're expecting the guts to have really high compression, and this helps mitigate detonation. Why? Because a porous surface actually adds surface area. If you look at it, it's all jagged and shit, and that porous surface makes carbon stick to it easier. But not only that, thermal exchange takes longer because there's actually more material in the combustion chamber for the heat to transfer to into the water jackets here and out and away. So a warm surface will attract carbon more. So basically the name of the game is after the thing goes kaboom, we want to make sure this cylinder the cylinder head surface cools off as fast as possible. So a smoother surface helps that. It also helps with flow, obviously, less restriction, and it also, like I said, a smooth surface keeps carbon from building up there, and carbon is nasty. Carbon will set off an air fuel mixture prematurely, so we don't want that, and just carbon's bad altogether. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that, for the project update. Still waiting on a few things, like I said, still waiting on the clutch, still waiting on spokes and a few other things, but I think we'll be getting the motor together here very quickly. Most all the parts are here. Not going to be putting in the hot cams right away because I've decided, given that this is going to be, well, basically it's not going to be, it is. This is a forged piston. I want the barrel and the piston, these two, to kind of wear in a little bit. The reason for that is because the break-in procedure for the camshaft means that I have to run the engine at like 3,000 RPMs for like 35-40 minutes, roughly, from what I read up online. Either way, that's pretty standard. Most camshafts, the point is you can't idle. You don't want to let them idle when you put a new camshaft in. So, because this is a forged piston, it likes to expand. You don't want to get on it real quick, and you want a nice slow warm up, so it's kind of a yin and yang. I can't let the bike idle with new cams, but I can't rev it real high or let it run at high RPM with forged piston while it isn't broken in yet. So forged pistons, a drawback to them, they expand a little quicker than the cylinder wall, so you got to make sure that you warm them up nice and slow, or else you can cold seize them. It does happen. I don't think this would happen with this bike because my clearances are more than good. That and technology for forged pistons has changed quite a bit since that was really a problem with them. So matter of fact, 99% of your modern race 4-strokes. I think it was built after 2010. Probably has a forged piston in it from the factory. So, anyways, that's enough of me running my suck. Get the valve cover done. So, all the cool stuff. If you guys have any suggestions, or you like what I'm doing or don't like what I'm doing, put something in the comment section. I'm going to start putting links to all the parts that I'm using in the description below. Really nothing on this. Just go to AutoZone and get Mother's aluminum polish. It's really not all that crazy, but it works great. As you can see, it's done some wonders. I mean, put a nice mirrored finish on that cylinder head. Definitely brought those back to life. Like, they weren't polished before; they were really, really dull. In fact, they were canting out to that brake lever there. Ooh. Guess I got something else I need to do. So I'm gonna do the brake lever too, and I guess if I really tweaked out on it, I could do the carburetor body, but nah, that's just a little too much. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Like, share, subscribe. See ya.